Well, it says I'm live. We'll see. I had had poor connection a little bit ago, and I had to kick my wife off of any data usage. I had poor connection or stream status. My stream status was poor, and I booted her off, and she was nice enough to get off of anything. So let's see. We got a few people in here, and I know that if anybody sees Paige, that's actually Gabriel. He's from Canada. What's going on, Gabe? And then there's Charlie B. What's up? And I think it was Charlie was asking about Black Shannon, the lake that's in the picture. Yeah, that's Black Shannon Lake. I grew up right around there. I've been there for a while. So I'm just gonna see how many people, few people log in here, and I got a couple things that I want to yak about. And got any questions, comments? Just saying hi to each other. That's cool. I think we got 7 people in here, 8 people in here right now. That's cool. I'll wait for a few minutes before I start talking about some of the stuff that's on my mind, whatever. And hopefully I'm coming through well. It wouldn't even start up before. So let's see. Who have we got here? Charlie B, and Gabriel. I love the streams. This is only, I think this is my maybe like 4th live stream I've done. I'm not too great at them. I still have trouble getting everything logged in and everything. So I was watching whose live stream last night. It was, oh my goodness, can't even believe I can't think of it. Boxy Outdoors, and he does a thing where he gets like several different people up there at once. I would have no idea how to do that. So this is just me. This is gonna be me yakking for a while. If you want to see a bunch of people at the same time, we'll see what's going on. So am I coming through well? Can anybody tell me if you can hear me and if the video is coming through well? Let's see, who's that? Oh, close the window behind you. Okay, thanks, buddy. Who's that? Seth Bailey. I'm fishing. Where are you fishing at? There's Brian. What's up, man? Good audio. Cool. That's good. I got the window closed behind me now, so hopefully it looks a little bit better. Oh, there's Hunt and Fish Daily. Saw the white oak text. Yeah, I got some white oak acorns coming on some of the trees on my property. We haven't had a mass crop of white oaks here for quite a while. I mean, we get a few white oaks here and there, but I mean, we haven't had a lot of white oak acorns for a while. Okay, a lot better with the window, with the blinds down. Cool. I have to remember that. Like I said, I don't do these live streams a lot. This is like new stuff, new territory for me. Secret spot you're fishing at. Okay, all right. Don't worry, I don't fish anyway, so I can't afford it. People like Hunt and Fish Daily, they charge too much for a fishing license. No, I just can't get out and do it all the time. Let's see. Getting ready to go crabbing with the kids. Crab, that sounds good. I haven't had crab for quite a while. See, how long are we into this? I'm going to run this till about, I don't know, as long as people are here and we're yakking for a while, maybe till like 9 o'clock or so. Like I said, the wife can't get on the internet or anything for me to have a good stream going on. So I'll run this for a while, and if anybody's got any questions or complaints or comments, lay it on me. Unpaved Explorer. Hello, what's going on? You hacking on me. That's not a reference to Billy the Kid, is it? You're not going to give me $1.80, are you? Went fishing the last 2 weekends and got skunked. Oh, man. All right, take it easy, Brian. Have fun crabbing, man. And I spent the day, I was into something. I don't know if you can see it on my arm still. A friend of mine brought his backhoe down to my property and was clearing out a bunch of brush for me and stuff. And he might come and dig a spot out for me to put a garage. So, and I was crawling through the brush a lot, and I got into some poison oak or something. Had spots all over my arms, and it was a little bit itchy, but yeah. Hello, John Coffee. John Coffee. Did you make your wax dirt yet this year? I have. The dirt's all dried out. I dried out probably 30 or 40 gallons of dirt, but I haven't waxed yet. I haven't put in an order yet. And since I'm talking about ordering stuff, I'm gonna roll into one of the things I want to talk about. I was gonna put an order into Minnesota Trap Line, and then the last live stream, some guys told me about some other places to buy stuff, and I actually was online and I looked at, I think it was Coon Creek trapping supplies, and I think that was about a 90-mile drive for me. So, I mean, I like going to those places, but I'd probably spend as much or more money in gas just getting there. So, I may go there sometime. I'm not sure, but I don't have any wax to wax my dirt right now. So, but before I put an order in, I'm going to be going to, I don't know if it's like a mini convention or like a mini rendezvous or whatever, but on the 15th of August, there is a PTA, Pennsylvania Trappers Association meeting at Clearfield. I think that's going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Clearfield Fairgrounds. And they're going to have a few vendors there starting at 8 a.m. So I'm going to go there and see what I can pick up before I put an order in. I might be able to find my wax, my flake wax there and stuff, and just be able to support a few local guys there. I know that, like, usually at the trapping conventions, like some people like oh man, he sells the Hellfire lure. Dunlap, Jeff Dunlap is there. But I mean, if he shows up, I'll be able to buy some of his lures. I'm definitely going to get some of the Hellfire lure. And yeah, Coon Creek, yeah, 30 minutes. That'd be more like it for me. I looked online. I think it's about a 90-minute drive or something for me. At least an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, I think. So, not that I wouldn't drive that far. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like doing it right now. So I may go there. It's hard to tell. Port Royal Trapper. I've been down to Port Royal before. I think they had a trapping convention down there a couple years ago. Richfield, PA. I'm going to have to check that one out too then. And see where Richfield is. Yeah, but I'm going to go to that trapping convention or whatever it is, just a meeting or whatever, and I'm going to see what's going on there and see what I can pick up there. Maybe I'll be able to pick up a bunch of stuff, maybe not, and then I'll order some other stuff online. So yeah, so if you're from Pennsylvania and you're interested in that, it's going to be on the 15th of August. There'll be a little bit of stuff going on there. I know it said on trapperman.com you have to bring your own chair if you want to stay and sit around and wait for that stuff. We're going to see any more preseason trapping bids? Oh, probably. I'll do some bait. I'm going to do some bait making, actually. I guess I can talk about baits too. I'm going to make some videos on making baits. And I'm going to stick with 3 basic baits this year. I'm going to try to just stick with these 3, And the first one, I'm going to have like a mild bait that has like hardly any scent to it. Just some freshly ground up, whatever I can get my hands on, muskrat, roadkill rabbits, or whatever. And try to be, when should I start boiling and waxing my traps? Right now. Now I'll probably I'll boil my traps probably sometime in September. Wait for a nice cool day. Now I'll make my wax dirt here whenever, as soon as I get my wax, I'll make my wax dirt. But yeah, I'm going to have 3 different types of bait. I'm going to have a mild bait with just a little bit of that mouse oil mixed in it, and then some preservatives and stuff. So if you want to see some of those videos, I'll be making some videos of that, making baits. And then I'm going to have a medium type bait, like a mild, medium, sort of like salsas, I guess. I don't know, mild, medium, and hot. But I'm going to have hey, there's Coffee Outdoors. I spray painted a dozen. I've never spray painted my traps before. I spray paint my cable restraints. I'll be interested in seeing how that works out for you, Coffee. Seth Bailey, fish on. That's cool. I mean, if I knew how to share this now, Seth Bailey could maybe jump in and show us reeling in a fish. Hey, there's Judith Davis. We just got our 220 boxes out for raccoon and bobcat. That's cool. I have some boxes I need to put out too. I got to do some of that stuff. What was I yakking about? I'm getting sidetracked here. I look at the comments, so if you see me staring over off to my right, your left, whatever it is, I'm not sure. I was talking about baits. I'm going to have a mild bait with the mouse oil in it. I'm going to have like a medium bait, and that's going to be hey, how the bees doing? They're doing good. They're doing really good. I got to get some honey pulled off of them soon and get some extraction going. If anybody wants to see that stuff, I'll make a video of that. I got some videos up of that, but I'll probably make some more videos. The medium bait that I'm going to be doing is Dobbin's bait solution. It's not real stinky, but it just has a little bit of different smell to it. And then the louder bait, or the my hot salsa bait, is going to be Predator Bait Plus, and it has a little bit of skunky odor. I've also used Caven's Hiawatha Valley. I've never had a lot of luck with that. So I mean, I've bought a couple jars of Hiawatha Valley. It never really did anything extra on my line for me. So, let's see what we got going on here. Got a whack of stuff in it. Hope it works. Yeah, I've had a lot of luck though with the Dobbins bait solution. I'm gonna be when you buy a jug of that, I think the jug of that thing is about $20 to $25. And if you have a gallon, you take a gallon of meat and you mix it in with that. It comes with the own preservatives. I add a little extra sodium benzoate to it, and a little bit of extra glycerin to it to help it for freezing purposes and stuff. So that's I really like that bait. That's one of my favorite baits. So I'm going to be using those 3. Yeah, mild, medium. I should make my own baits. Mild, medium, and hot salsa baits or something. Who knows? Oh, there's Tom Celtic. Let's see. What else is going on? So I got baits. Talked about the Pennsylvania Trappers thing. Yeah, I'm going to be doing, when I boil my traps, I might do a video of that and stuff. In a Coffee, he said he painted his traps. I know a lot of people paint their canine traps. I should try a couple like that, but then I'd have to strip everything off before I painted them. Be worth a try. I don't know. I know I paint my cable restraints before I put them out. I was playing around with my skulls. I got 3 of my skulls. I got a semi put together. This one right here is a raccoon skull. And this one, fortunately, it had all the teeth left in it. And you basically sit there and you glue each individual tooth in here. If you ever do this, if you ever do skulls and you have to glue them together, all of mine, this jawbone separated. And one thing I learned was to glue the jawbone together before you stick these front teeth in, because you might put the front teeth in, and then when you try to glue the jawbone together, it might not let the jawbone go together completely. So the one time I just learned that. So, and then you sort of get the hang of putting in the teeth, and you start to learn where the actual teeth go. Like certain teeth have different shapes and stuff. But this is a raccoon skull. I'm not sure. I haven't glued the actual bottom jaw on to it yet, but I mean, it turned out pretty good. And if you watch the one video, literally the only thing I had to clean out after they come out of the buckets, there's a little hole right here, right in front of the eye socket. I'm not sure if that's a gland. I'm not even sure what it is, but almost all of them needed that cleaned out right here. Like I said, they're not super white, but they come out pretty decent. Every little thing is completely cleaned off of it. I don't know how well the nasal cavity, you can see that. Everything is in there. I'm not sure how good this thing is picking up or not, but everything is left inside of here, all the olfactory sensors or whatever. The brain cavity is completely empty. It was empty. And the smell is almost completely gone, so I like that method. I like this method of cleaning skulls. Let's see. When I'm showing these, I can't see the comments, so I can't do that. I can't read the comments and show stuff at the same time. So if I miss a question or something, and I don't get to it, you can re-ask it if you want. But here's coyote skull. This one turned out pretty cool. Had all the teeth. All the teeth were in here. Just takes a little while to put it together. Actually, I don't mind doing puzzles. And this is the only skull I've had so far that had any like tooth decay on here. So this one had a little bit of tooth decay. And again, I had to clean this little socket out right here, right in front of the eyeball. And on the canines, there's a hole, and I think it's a nerve, probably the main nerve system that goes into the teeth or something. There's a hole right here that I had to dig stuff out of as well. On each side, it's on the inside of the jawbone. That method works. Whatever you call it, the maceration method, it really, really works. It just has a little funky smell to it, though. I mean, you can't smell it at all. This has no odor at all to it anymore. So I guess maybe soaking it in the peroxide and the Dawn dishwashing liquid and the baking soda, that worked out pretty well. Some of these bones I had to glue together a little bit. They were a little bit loose. Judith Davis, there's a market on skulls. Yeah, maybe I'll start selling skulls or something. My kid just likes dipping them into paint. Here's a fox skull. And this one actually, and I know exactly what happened. I was sort of shaking this off into another bucket, and I shook a couple teeth out. And I'm missing 3 teeth out of this one. I boiled some deer skulls in the house, and the wife was not happy. But if you boiled skulls in the house, do not try to do maceration in the house. It's not a good. It might be worse than boiling. But again, with the even with the fox, I had to dig the part out on the inside of the jaw and the eyeball, the little spot on the eyeball, and that was it. It literally, I mean. This is a lazy man's way of cleaning skulls. I like it. I just put it in a bucket. I literally let these things sit in that bucket and forgot about them / ignored them for several months. I thought they were going to be, the whole skull would be mush, but they come out pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. You just got to deal with a little bit of smell. So there we go. There's fox, raccoon, and a coyote. I'm not sure. We might glue these so the mouth's open a little bit or something. Make something a little different on these That's it for the skulls. Yeah, don't boiling skulls in the house. Yikes. What else is going on? Not a whole lot. I'm doing a lot of work on my property, cutting down trees, clearing trees, beating myself up. That's about it. I think the one time I boiled a skull one time, and I don't know if I didn't boil it enough or what, but I had to. It took a lot of work for me, and I didn't have a very good ending to it. So I mean, it didn't have a good product in the end. You ever bury the skull near an anthill? No, I've never done that. I've seen people do it on YouTube, and I've heard of people doing that. I think from what I understand, they come out a little bit more on the brown side, which I wouldn't care either what color they are for what we do with them. Jeffrey Wolf, I bury the skulls in the ground and dig them up and wash them off. They come out good. How long does it take to bury it when you bury a skull? How long do you have to let it in the ground? I'm curious on that. And do you have other things starting to dig them up? Do you have to protect them in any type of way? Charlie B, how long do you let them sit? If you're asking me how long they sit in the water, in the bucket, like I said, these sat in there for a few months. The guys on YouTube that I've watched do it, they rotate their water every few days and they dump the water out. I ignored mine and just let them there for a while. The guys that put them in the ground, I'm not sure. I just asked myself how long it takes. Let's not forget to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, if you got a second to hit the thumbs up, that's cool. I appreciate it. Page Orange, changing subject, but it gets pretty cold here in the north, so I have to make sure sets are freeze proof. It gets. I was actually talking to my wife about this. Like everybody that lives in Canada, even the people that live in southern Canada are farther north than us. So, yeah, freeze proof and sets. The best method I have found is wax dirt, hands down. For if you're going to try to trap all season long, I've tried the antifreeze. I've tried the spray stuff. I've tried what else? Salt and flakes, antifreeze and stuff. The best thing that I've used is wax dirt and wax sand and stuff like that. It's a pain to make in the summertime. You're out there in the heat, sifting dirt and making wax and heating it up somehow. And I've never had any luck making wax dirt with the solar method. I got some videos of making it, how I make it in a cement mixer. And I've had it trying to do it the solar method. I've had it in my driveway, and I put Mo Homesteading. How you doing? Yeah, Mo Homesteading. You were you're on a bunch of live streams. I see you all over the place. Mo Homesteading. At least I think it's the same person if you're the one that makes the t-shirts. Were you on Boxy's live stream last night? There's coffee. I use salt and peat moss. I tried peat moss too. I mean, it works, but I still, the wax dirt just seems to works for me anyway. I've tried. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys use peat moss, and I've used it with some success, but not as good as wax dirt for me. But yeah, if you're in Canada, that would be a different place to trap, especially footholds. I see a lot of guys doing like snaring and stuff. I like to watch the guys doing the snaring and stuff. They use the I'm trying to think what they're called, power rams. I'm not sure if you use those, Gabe. If you use those, I like to see those all the time. The power ram, they look pretty cool. We couldn't use those. That'd be a done deal here. I don't make the t-shirt. He just wants to wear mine. It's pink. Yeah. Don't tell me boxy that way. I better watch what I say here. How did the sand work? I'm gonna do that. It seems like the wax will go farther. Yeah, the wax, making wax sand. You definitely use way less wax doing wax sand compared to wax dirt. I think I mixed 1 cup of wax per gallon of dirt, I think, or maybe like 3/4 of a cup. And that's where you can play around with it and make some sample stuff. But the wax is, for me, it's harder to blend in. I mean, the wax sand, it was harder to blend in, and it's heavy. Wax sand is heavier than wax dirt. It's just, and it takes way less wax because there's like almost zero organic material in there. When you got just digging up dirt, there's always organic material that soaks up everything. We can't use power rams, but our snare. You got lethal snares you're allowed to have. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure where you can use them or where you can't, but they're pretty. They look like a pretty interesting device. West Virginia Woodsman. You have tried wax dirt or haven't tried? Oh, I haven't tried wax dirt. Yeah, West Virginia, your weather is probably like ours. Freeze and thaw conditions. Freeze and thaw. Same way with like coffee outdoors in Indiana. Probably freeze and thaw, especially when you get into late December and through January and stuff. Unless you get a total freeze over. If everything freezes solid, everything's pretty cool. Because then you can set your trap, and if your dirt's dry, it won't freeze. The big thing is keeping the moisture out of there. If you can keep the moisture out of your dirt, your traps will fire. One thing I've learned is to try to run a trap line from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. It takes some effort. You got to really love what you're doing to do that for four months straight or whatever. Gamer, our weather is freeze, 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 snow, freeze. I think I would like that. Like once things if you have your sets in the ground and your dirt's dry, or if it's waxed, and then things would just stay working. I don't know, I might complain. There's always something to deal with, that's for sure. West Virginia Woodsman, yeah, it's freeze and thaw all the way from December to the end of the season, yep. Mo homesteading. I'm a mod. I don't even know what a moderator is. I have no clue what that means. Like, I'm not a big time live streamer. I tried it out a couple times. A couple guys said they would like me to do some more, so here I am trying to do another one. Chris Tony. Is it Thony or Tony? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Chris Tony or Thony. Peat moss and salt. Don't know what got you. Jeffrey Wolf. You plan on using the pipe dream sets again? I used a few pipe dreams last year. I didn't catch a coyote on them. I caught a couple fox on it, I think, and I caught maybe a couple raccoons on it. Never caught a coyote on it, but I watched, and that's Mark Zager's set. He traps up in New York, and that guy, he makes a living off of trapping coyotes now, I think. But I was watching him make the actual set, and I don't know if this affected mine or not, but he completely buries his pipe. His use for the pipe is just to keep the bait from getting washed out in the hole and stuff, to keep that place for the bait. He usually tucks that into like a tuft of grass or something and completely hides it. I was leaving my pipe stick out, and I'm going to try it again this year for sure. I'll give it another go, and in the bedding of the trap, it works slick. I mean, but when it does freeze solid, you still got to get something to keep. I mean, if you pack the dirt around the trap like that, they could still freeze in a freeze solid. Would bone dry dirt freeze? No, it would not. If your dirt is bone dry and it doesn't get any moisture in it, it won't freeze. It's not the dirt that freezes, it's the water, the moisture. If you can keep, that's why when you make wax dirt, the first thing you got to do with wax dirt is get it bone dry. And that'll help keep, if you have any moisture in it and you store it, it's going to get moldy and musty smelling. I've learned that too. You never put it away wet, and you never put it away when it's still warm. But like Gabriel up in Canada, if it just stays frozen, if you just have dry dirt and you get sets made with it, it shouldn't freeze at all. Judith Davis, turtle shells have a market also. Oh man, I could. My wife would definitely kill me if I started trying to do turtles. That's for sure. That's her nickname, Tammy the Turtle. She has a tattoo of a turtle on her. So, coffee outdoors. You click on the 3 dots in the chart, and it gives you the option to make person a moderator. I click there. Report, remove, hide, add a moderator. Do I need your permission to add? Well, here, I'm going to play around then, Coffee. There. If you want me to unclick you on that, I don't even know. I made Coffee a moderator. What does that do? A mod lets you focus on the chat and snipes trolls. Judith Davis is a good moderator. All right, then I'm going to make Judith Davis, you want to be a moderator for me? Whatever that. Oh, there's Jesse. How's it going, Jesse? Jesse, if I remember correctly, you put up a pile of fur last year, if I remember correctly. I'm wondering how did anybody sell fur last year? Oh, look, there's Coffee. He's got a wrench beside his name now. That's pretty cool. Mo, you are way faster. Coffee can kick in time. Coffee can kick people out. Uh-oh. Don't piss off Coffee then. I lost my track of thought then. I was asking something. Oh, if anybody sold fur has anybody sold fur? I guess that could be another quick topic. Selling fur. I mean, prices stink right now. If you're trapping for money, good luck to you. And I think I said this in my last live stream. The only way I'm going to keep a red fox this year, this will hold me true. One is if somebody wants to buy one from me. Some guy actually bought some red fox from me. If somebody like that, somebody I know or something wants a red fox, or if a farmer says, I want the red fox gone. I know a guy, I trap on his property and he has chickens. And if he finds out that I release a red fox, I'll probably lose my permission to trap on her. But on my property or I got no reason to keep red fox because I think it was literally $5 a piece for red fox. Coffee, yours is at the auction for the auction. Okay, so you got some up for the August auction. That's cool. I still have a little bit of fur there. Jesse, you're still waiting on the rest to sell. Did you sell any yet, Jesse? Yeah, so red fox were not good. I would rather catch skunks than red fox. I'm gonna try to do, if I catch any skunks this year, I'm gonna try to do a better job of extracting the essence and storing it. I learned how not to store it. Don't store skunk essence in a mason jar, because if it tips over, it will actually eat the seal out, and then you'll have a bad deal going on. What else? I did have one coyote go in the top lot for eastern coyotes, which that was the best coyote I ever caught. I still remember that coyote. I can go back and look at the internet issues. Okay, my stream status says excellent again. Hopefully I'm back up here. Because I just saw somebody else come in here. Papa Rones, I think. Papa Rones. Hey, there he is. Papa Rones outdoors. Oh man, what were we just talking about? I lost my my internet connection for a couple seconds. Judith Davis, we cleared around 1,000 on fur sales. That's cool. That's very good. Tom Company outdoors sold local buy in February. Game 15 a piece for 2 coons and $4.50 a piece for a few rats. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't trap rats. I don't do hardly any water trapping. I want to try to catch a mink this year. If I catch a mink, I'll probably get it tanned. Anybody heard of coyote trap? Let's see, what else in the fur market? Gray fox. None of my gray fox sold yet. I only got 2 up at ready to go to auction in August. I sold 4 or 5 to a guy, just to a personal buyer though. Love the water trapping. Yeah, I've seen a lot of your videos, water trapping with beavers and stuff. There's buckeye hunting and fishing. Yeah, I usually make enough money off of trapping, off of selling my furs, and I make a couple dollars. I make about $1 a day off of YouTube. So between the furs and the money I make off of YouTube, I can usually buy my hunting and trapping licenses and buy a few supplies for the next year. So I try to make this a self-sustaining hobby is what it is. So. Easy to do, just don't reflection. You talking about the minks, Papa Roan? I've seen a lot of people say that you don't flesh them a whole lot. You leave you leave almost all the back. I think they call it the saddle on the back of the mink and stuff. Great that I'm making money trapping. Yeah. Like I said, I probably break even once I spend all my stuff for outdoor stuff, whatever. But that's okay. It's pretty cool. I was talking about the muskrats. I think I've only ever caught 1 muskrat in my life. I caught 1 muskrat and 1 beaver. I can hear my dog going crazy. I think my daughter must be home. You'll be a mod for me. All right, there. I'm going to make you a moderator. least I think I did. Due to David, water trapping can fill the fill the fur shed quick. That's one thing I don't have a lot of places that I can do a lot of trapping, water trapping. West Virginia Woodman heading out, going to bed. Yeah, a lot of people got to get up and go to work tomorrow. I brain tanned a squirrel last year, and it actually turned out. Yeah, there's my daughter. She's home. Is it true that you can get enough brains out of an animal to tan its own fur? That's what I understand. Like if you take an animal, whatever it is, a raccoon or whatever, if you take the brains out of that animal, you can tan the fur with it. Bull Daniels, I got to catch a fisher this year. I didn't catch a single fisher yet, or this year, and I've yet to catch one in season. Gabe, it's cool having a wrench beside my name. I didn't know what that was. I was watching the live stream last night, Box the Outdoors, and a bunch of people had the wrench beside them. I had no idea what that meant, really. Beavercast pays you. I heard Beavercast was worth a lot of money. Like I said, I don't travel more than 2 to 3 miles from my house, and there's not a ton of places to trap beavers and muskrats and stuff right around where I live. And our muskrat population, I even talked to a guy that does muskrat trap a lot, and he said the muskrat population is down, way down. Okay, there's enough from every animal in North America except, I think, so every animal except the moose has enough brain matter to tan its own fur. That's good to know. Good information to know. So. Or a grizzly. One of them, I believe. Oh, I don't think I'll ever have to tan a moose or a grizzly bear, so. Or even a black bear. Doubt that. Coffee. Oh, your muskrats are way down too. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what's up with the muskrat population around here. If you ever come to Canada, you should come to Maritime. I'll put you up for however long you want. Now that would be a trip coming to Canada. Coffee, $2. Bear are a pain, man. So much to work to tan. It's almost not worth it. So you've tanned a bear hide before? Where am I located at? I am almost dead center of Pennsylvania. Right in the center of the state. Clearfield County. It'd be a pain fleshing a bear. There's so much fat on it. I've never shot a bear, never skinned a bear. I don't know if I ever will. My family gets bears every year. Three weeks to tan a bear. Oh man, no thanks, man. There's my lovely daughter. She's coming to check out her skulls.
It looks so good.
Huh?
It looks so good.
What's that, the skull? That's the bird skull. These ones turned out pretty good. I'm talking to my daughter right now.
Are you proud of me for picking up that dead bird head off the road?
Uh-huh. They're my kids. She'll say hi to you.
I think it turned out really good.
Huh?
That's really cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you're done disturbing you.
Oh, that's all right. You're not disturbing anything. Little Daniel's going to watch some Bucks. That's pretty cool. Oh, you're gonna give me some maple syrup if I come. I like maple syrup. I'll swap you some honey for some maple syrup. Mo Holmes Day. Hi, daughter. That's the one that likes to dunk the skulls in the paint. I don't know. That's her thing, though, what she likes to do. She doesn't hunt or trap or anything like that. She likes to go fishing, though. Yeah, she enjoys the outdoors. She likes just going for walks and stuff. Like I said, she's not into the hunting scene, not into the, doesn't, she likes to go and, like if I catch a bobcat or something, she likes to go and look at it in a trap or whatever, or a fish or something cool like that. And she likes to go fishing and kayaking and stuff. Like the picture that's on the front of these on the live stream, that's taken off when we were out kayaking and stuff. She likes going and doing the kayaking and stuff like that. You can get your hook on. No, that wouldn't be her thing. Not trapping. Gabriel, yeah, it's a deal. Come on over. Yeah, that would be quite a journey for me, man. I might not be allowed to come to Canada right now with the COVID-19 stuff going on. Or who knows? Those cats are wild. I got a mountain here with bobcat waving 500 feet elevation. I'm gonna camp out this year for a week and give it a run. How many cats can you keep a year? We can keep one cat a year. That's it. Coffee. Yeah, I've had her. She's actually run the camera for me on the very first bobcat that I released. I think it was. She came and ran the camera for me while I let the bobcat go. So if she's all grown up and starting to work and stuff. But if she's not working, she's not getting up at 0 dark 30 to go check traps with me. Only if I catch something really cool like a bobcat or something like that. Let's see, August 27th, customs open. I'm sure we'll close it back up and delay it longer. I have a moose hunt scheduled in Canada for in September. Oh man. I've seen a lot of things online where guys had their fishing and spring bear hunts canceled and stuff like that. Tom Keltish. What got me into trapping? Oh, when I was younger, when I was in like high school, which was a long time ago, it was in the fur boom. If you know what the fur boom was, that was when I was trapping when I was in high school, and I caught a couple fox and some raccoons, and literally, I mean, fox were worth $50, $60, $70 a piece. Raccoons were worth $20 to $30, $35 a piece, and that's just selling them at a local buyer. And then I did when I went to the Army and I quit trapping, and I didn't trap for years, like maybe I should say decades. And then just probably 4 or 5 years ago, I took a week off of work to go hunting during the rut, and on the very first day I shot a buck, and I'm like, what am I going to do for another week? I can't just sit here and stare at my wife for a week. So I went to my brother and I borrowed, well, he actually not borrowed, he gave me like about a half a dozen traps and an old trowel and stuff and a sifter and stuff, and I went out and just, I started there and I set a couple of cable restraints. I think I caught 2 fox my first year, but they were both in cable restraints, and that was it. It was a wrap for me. It was like crack cocaine to me. So now I've been at it for about 6 years, 5 or 6 years, I think. I've been back into trapping. Now fur's not worth anything. But that's all right. I love the challenge. I love coffee outdoors, the fur boom. That's when Tom Miranda came in the trapping scene. Yeah, that's where some people don't know that, but like Tom Miranda, I mean, you watch him now. It's an adventure bow hunting, and he's a, I mean, I'm sure he's a great guy and everything, but he got his start with trapping, I think in like Central Ohio, a lot of muskrat trapping stuff, and those guys made serious money back in the day. I've read some stuff. Tom Miranda he has a resume of stuff he's done in the outdoors and stuff that's pretty impressive. Like, I think he actually can fly. He's a pilot, and he did all kinds of like government trapping and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, everybody, yeah, he's got the life. I mean, run around the world. He hunts the world bow hunting, but he's put his time in and paid his dues, I'm sure. He's a great guy to meet. Never met you. Have you met him, Coffee? I bet he would be a cool guy to meet. Yeah, Papa Rome's. I'll be looking for your cats this year. Judith Davis, 84 to 88 is when I had my best money. Yeah, I probably trapped, when I was in high school, it would have been like 80s, early 80s, 82, 83. Yes, sir, me and Kobe. That's cool, man. He's a guy, I'd like to meet him and talk to him for a few minutes. That'd be cool. He's got videos. If you look up his stuff, I started trapping in junior trapping. So with Kate Beaver, sold for $220 American dollars. Yeah. Now it's like $10. Yeah. Roadkills and beaver meat. Well, that's probably for pre-baiting, I'll bet. I know that we can't pick up a roadkill deer here in Pennsylvania and use it for stuff. That's one thing that's illegal. You can take a roadkill deer and use it for human consumption, and that's it. And I've done that. I've actually done that a couple of times. I guess I'm desperate sometimes. We have this videos he did with fur fishing game. Yeah, he's got some good videos. Oh yeah, I was saying he has some good videos on YouTube, and he does some like collaboration stuff with Mark June. Mark June, he's a good trapper too. I've watched a lot of his stuff, and Mark June does a lot of posts on Trapperman. If you get on trapperman.com, you'll see Mark June on there a lot. He seemed like a really good guy. Never met him. I'd like to meet him too. That's something I would do. Like one of those topics of conversation is like, what would you do if you won the lottery and won millions of dollars? I know one thing I would do is I'd like to meet a bunch of you dudes. and just I'd travel around the country and stuff, and travel to Canada and meet a bunch of people and just hang out with people and stuff. I'd spend a year doing that or something. In Canada, there are so many regulations. The laws are made for idiots with no common sense. Common sense isn't so common anymore, I guess. Yeah, watch the news. I don't watch the news much anymore. I can get rambling on sometimes. Yeah. I know I read some stuff like Mark June stuff. Mark June, a lot of people talk about baits and lures and stuff, and using lots of lures and lots of baits. How often do you re-lure and everything? And different people say different things. If you read someone like Mark June, he advocates re-luring and at least re-luring and re-urinating every maybe like 4 or 5 days, I think. And some people say that he says that only to sell his own lures and stuff, but I don't buy that. I don't think he's trying to peddle his lures at all. I think he does what he says what he does. That's my thought. Coffee Outdoors have followed Tom since junior high when I started trapping. Yeah, Tom, that'd be some cool meats right there. I like that dream, brother. Life is too short. Just go for it and live it up. Yeah, life's too short. That's why I retired early. Well, I didn't retire early. I retired at my earliest possible retirement date. I'm pretty old. Yeah, Gabriel, I don't buy that either. Yeah, I've read some posts on Trapper Man and stuff where people were saying they were talking about how often you re-lure and stuff, and he put his whatever you want to say 2 cents or his information in there. There's a lot of good dudes on Trapper Man, but there's a lot of goofballs on there too. I think. I mean, I try to filter some of that stuff out, but people will start bashing him, saying that he's just trying to sell more of his lures and stuff. I mean, I think Mark June's the kind of guy that just like to see trapping stay in existence. And there, I'm going to put my plug in. Speaking of keeping trapping in existence, if you're able to afford it, you should join. I'm going to be like Bob Barker, have your pet spayed or neutered. If you should join your state or Canadian province, whatever, some type of trapping association. If you can afford it, join both your state and the National Trappers Association. And I didn't the first couple years I was trapping. I didn't even really know about a whole lot of it. But the more I learn, the more I know that trapping is under attack from every direction. So I think everybody that can afford it should do their best to join their Trappers Association. There's my plug for that for this video. I'm trying to read some of these posts. Yeah, there are a lot of goofs on there. There's some goofballs on there. Some people probably think I'm a goofball on there. I don't care. Trapper Man is way yeah. If you read, it's funny. You go to trapperman.com and you click on Trap Talk, and if you see a trapping post on there, it's gone in 5 minutes from all the political garbage that's pumped out on there. And it even says no politics there, but there's a lot of political junk. I usually go to the strictly trapping post, or I look at the memes. I like seeing the memes thread, and that's what I look at. All right, Tom, man, thanks for stopping in, and hope you have a good night's sleep, buddy. Mike Norby, good info on Trapper Man. If you can stand it. Yep. Got to learn how to filter through the BS on Trapper Man. That's for sure. When do you think the next live stream is going to be? Just curious. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I had to kick my wife off off of any internet, so I can be. This is all my internet will handle is this streaming. So I don't know. I don't know how often I should do these. If I get some people saying they want more live streams, I'll do some more live streams. I don't know. Until I get too boring to listen to. Maybe I'll get good like Boxy Outdoors and be able to have other people pop up here and stuff. I have no clue how to do that. I'll have to watch some videos on how that's done. Coffee Outdoors, I learned how to trap fox from my grandpa back in the day. That's cool. You can have a lot of good memories trapping. I mean, if you're out trapping with somebody, I remember I learned trapping with my brother, like I said, a decade ago, and that's some of my best memories, just out tromping through the woods and stuff. And when you're out trapping, it's something you do every day. You got to be out there every day. And I hate when people say that trappers are lazy and trappers are. The lazy one is the one that gets me. If you set traps and you have traps running for 3 or 4 months straight, you cannot be a lazy person. Even if you're not catching anything. And if you're a good trapper, then you're catching stuff and you're remaking sets and you're fleshing and skinning and stretching furs out and stuff. It is the most time-intensive outdoor hobby that I've ever done. I mean, I bow hunt a lot. I love bow hunting like crazy. I mean, that's one of my other passions. But I mean, if I wake up to go bow hunting and it's thundering and lightning and hailing outside, I'll hang up my bow and maybe just call it, or just wait for better weather to come or see if something passes. Trapping, man, you got to get out there and you got to get it every day. Every day you're out there checking the traps, remaking sets and fixing sets and doing everything. So yeah, it's just like you cannot be lazy and be a trapper. That's impossible. And to be a real good trapper. I got to talk about some Trapper Man stuff. Now bring this up. There was a guy on Trapper Man. I was reading these posts and he was complaining that he couldn't catch a coyote or couldn't catch a fox. He was trying to catch a canine. And he only had maybe he had 6 traps out. But he made a post and he said, and this is after he complained that he couldn't catch a canine, but he had something set some of his traps off. But he said, I can't reset them. I couldn't reset my traps, but something was coming on TV. So he left his traps unset to go watch television. I'm like, I mean, that's why you're not catching stuff. If you would rather, by all means, if you like watching TV, go watch TV, but don't come on a trapping thing and whine about not catching something. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes if I go on a rant, just ignore me. Yeah, I watch a lot of Coffee's videos and stuff and Papa Rome. I watched a lot of his water trapping stuff. But I've watched a lot of Coffee's trapping out in the field and stuff. Looks like he's got great places to trap out there in Indiana. Looks really nice. Judith Davis, the work is in the fur shed. That's true, yeah. Especially if you're a real good trapper, which I don't consider myself a real good trapper. Maybe someday I'll be a real good trapper. But yeah. Get all your trapping done for the day. Then head to the fur shed. Time for skinning, fleshing, and stretching. Yeah, no wonder he can't catch anything. Yeah, I found that to be sort of funny when the way he posted that. Can't catch anything, can't catch anything. Oh, I gotta go watch TV. I don't know what was it. There was something on TV he couldn't miss. And if you like TV that much, everybody's got a DVR. I don't have one. I don't even have. We don't. We just got a few channels we get. Oh man, I don't have heat in my first shed. Minus 30 sucks. Man, Papa Rome, you need to get a wood burner or something, dude. That's one thing I do. I got a little wood burner in my shed. It's nice. I like going out to my first shed when it's real cold out. Start a little fire and it's out there, nice and toasty warm. Pretty soon, maybe next year, I'll be at my new property if I can get everything moved over there and have a new house built. Papa Rome, no time for TV when Live More Outdoors is on. Yeah. I'm sure everybody's turning their TVs off to watch this. I don't. I do watch more YouTube trapping videos than I watch TV. But the only time I watch TV is I sit down with my wife to watch. If we watch a movie or something, or if I got. She used to watch. What was it? Live PD. She loved Live PD for some reason. She was hooked on that. But now they don't even put that on TV anymore. So we got rid of TV a long time ago. Now it's just YouTube. Pretty much there's a lot of crap on TV. Especially if you turn the news on. The news isn't even news anymore. Coffee. He says his garage isn't heated either. Run some kerosene heaters. Got a large pigeon coop you need to transfer or to change into a trapping shed. And my trapping shed isn't very big. It's 10 by 16, and I just have like thin half-inch Celotex on the walls and stuff. But my wife actually bought me a little wood burner for either my birthday or Christmas or something. Just a little barrel stove. It works great. I love it. Yeah. Papa Rome's fake news. Yeah. Pretty much fake news. I get a lot of my news. Even that's come from YouTube. Like a lot of my information I get is from YouTube. Jeffrey Wolf, I only watch the outdoor shows. Nothing else is worth the time. Yeah. Some of the YouTube channel, like information channels. There's actually I like watching The Officer Tatum. I get a lot of. That's where I get half of my news from that guy. Hey, there's Rendezvous. Oh man, you wanted some of my. If you just came in here, you wanted some of my skull juice for catching fishers, didn't you? Yeah. I wouldn't care if I caught 1,000 fishers a year. I wouldn't drag a bucket of that stuff around with me. Man. That would be bad. KY Hill Trapper. I'm assuming that's Kentucky Hill Trapper, yeah. What kind of knives do you use when skinning animals? And how do you sharpen them? Okay. That's a good question. I mean, when I skin, I started using I don't even have it on me. I have two, actually one, I got a folding Havalon knife They're awesome. The Havalons, they got the replaceable blades, and they are like scalpel sharp. They're razor sharp. The only problem with them is they can dull quickly if you hit bone and stuff. But if you've never used the Havalon, I personally recommend them. And I also got for skinning, for actual skinning, I use my Havalon a lot for gutting deer and skinning deer and stuff. But I bought a Weeby knife, and they'll take a Havalon blade. The Weeby knife is just like a straight knife, and their blades are really sharp too, but they dull a lot quicker than the Havalon blades. And those Havalon blades, they're slick. But the only thing I don't use the Havalon blades on the skull at all, because if you start trying to cut eyes with them, they'll be shot instant. You'll trash them. So, and I'm trying to resharpen the Havalon blades. I got one of those MDF sharpening wheels. If you look on YouTube and look up MDF sharpening wheels, I'm trying to learn how to hone them razor sharp. But they're pretty cheap, the replacement blades. Yeah, they're pretty slick. So if you want a decent knife, I bought that because I'm not very good at sharpening knives. So I'd buy them replaceable Havalon. You can just throw the blades away if you want to and snap another one on. They're pretty slick. I missed a bunch of comments that shot through. There's Rendezvous. Rendered fish oil is pretty ripe stuff. That's what I use. I've never made fish oil before. That's something else I didn't use. I use fish oil for trapping, usually for like a trailing scent for raccoons, but I've never made fish oil. I've seen guys making fish oil. Coffee Outdoors. Weeby has some great knives too. Yeah, that's what I said. I use that Weeby knife, and it takes their interchangeable blade knife. It'll work with the Havalon blades too. You can buy bulk packs of Havalon blades like on eBay or Amazon and stuff pretty cheaply. This live stream is better than TV shows. Thanks, Gabe. I appreciate it, man. Mo Homesteading is repping me like a true mod, but no wrench. Well, I'm gonna give her a wrench then. I don't know. Like I said, this is new stuff to me. I hope Mo Homesteading doesn't mind. If you want off there, let me know. I made you a wrench. I gave you a wrench. I'm still sort of confused on some of this stuff. Papa Room Outdoors. Oh man, I'm out of the loop on this conversation with Papa Rome's and stuff. You didn't have to do that. Seriously. Oh, you went off? Do you want me to undo that then? Everybody says that Mo's an awesome moderator, but if you don't want to be on there as a moderator, let me know, and it's okay. I'll watch out for you. Thank you. Just be careful who you mod, that you know them. I know you don't know me personally, but many do. I know I've heard your name all over the place now. I won't let you down. Yeah, I know if anybody does live streams, I probably would make a horrible moderator because I'm as un-internet savvy and tech. This is about all I can do. This is stretching my limits really. Oh man. Yeah, the wrong mod can crash your channel, man. So be wise who you pick. Well, I hope that Gabe or Coffee or Mo doesn't crash my channel. All right, take it easy, Coffee, man. Have a good one, brother. Do I ever use those snowshoes on the wall? No, those were my sister gave me those. She had them, and she was going to get rid of them. Said, "Here, you want these snowshoes?" So I took them. We usually don't get enough snow here to use snowshoes. They were just something my sister had, so I hung them up. I don't think I'm a wrong mod. Yeah, I feel pretty safe, Gabe. Coffee and Mo, I know. Yeah, I know. I've known Coffee. I mean, I know everybody from YouTube. It's pretty weird. So everyone trusts Mo to protect their live streams. All right, I think I picked the right people then. Yeah, I say I know people. I mean, yeah, it's sort of weird saying you know people when you've only seen them on the internet and stuff. Kentucky Hill Trap. How much wax dirt you got built up? I got a bunch of dry dirt right now. I have, like I said before, I got 30 or 40 gallons of dirt that's dried and sifted. I probably have about 20 or 30 gallons of wax dirt left over from last year. So as soon as I get my wax, I'll be making some wax dirt. What lures are you going to start out with this year? Oh, I'll start off with definitely with like just some basic gland lures: red fox, red fox gland, coyote gland, and some bobcat gland. I might hold off on the bobcat gland because I don't want to catch cat until late December here. And I like to start. I use a little bit of. I'm trying to think of bounty hunter, fox hollow bounty hunter. I use that a lot in the early season too. But later on, I'll start switching things up and adding some more stinky stuff like gusto. And Everybody keeps telling me to get some Hellfire, so I'm gonna get a bottle of Hellfire for sure. And I'm probably gonna get some War Paint just because I like the name War Paint. Oh man, here we go. It's almost 9:20. Well, everybody, it's been fun, but I'm sure that my family wouldn't mind using some of the internet streaming abilities, and because we can't even watch TV without this on, so they give up everything to let me sit out here and yak at you guys and yak with you guys and talk with you guys. It's been a pleasure. I've had a good time. I'm gonna have to cut this off here, and if anybody wants to see another live stream, I don't know, maybe I'll do another one in the next week or so, week or 10 days. I'm not sure if I got enough, if I'm an interesting enough person to talk every week. I don't know. We'll see. So I think I'm going to be shutting this down, ending the stream. So everyone have a good night, and hope you all have a blessed day tomorrow, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in, taking an hour or so out of your life to hang out with me and everybody else. Everyone